today's video, I'm going to reveal to you the secret that professional blues players know. They don't want you to know, so I'm going to tell you that secret. Grab your guitar. We're going to get started right after this. Hello, my name is David Wallerman. Welcome to this channel, which is all about helping guitar players around the world find their unique voice on the instrument to tell their own personal musical story. And today, I'm going to reveal to you the secret that is, well, it's not really a secret, but professional players have been using this for a long time, and, well, not everybody knows about them. And once you discover what these notes are, oh my gosh, your playing really sounds so much more expressive. Now, I'm talking about the notes that most people really avoid like the plague. All right, what am I talking about? I'm talking about this. We've got a backing track here. Key of G, G minor pentatonic. Most players would play minor pentatonic. Sounds great, right? Those are the notes that everybody knows about, the minor pentatonic scale. So we have 5 notes that are repeated all across the fretboard. Great. Now, you would not play this. Well, that's exactly what I'm telling you to play. Now, before we get started, the backing track and the tabs that we're going to use in this video are available for free. There is a link in the description of this video that'll take you to a free course. Just sign up to this free course and you'll have access to this video and the tabs and the backing tracks for download. And I started doing that in 2019, so it's going to be easier for you to access all the videos. Just sign up once and you can watch all of those and download everything else. But for now, just watch the rest of the video. You'll download that after because I'm going to leave the tabs on the screen for you. First of all, let's talk about this concept. This concept in G, in this case, G minor pentatonic. If I look at my minor pentatonic scale, first slice of the fretboard, first position, I have 2 notes per string, frets 3, 6, 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 6, 3, 6. Those are the good notes. The notes to avoid are anything that is not that. Or the notes that people usually avoid. The secret notes are the ones that people avoid. If I take this and move it 1 fret below, okay, well, those notes are not in this, right? They're outside. I could say the same thing with playing this good minor pentatonic 1 fret high. If I play that over the backing track, here's the good one. Here's the bad one. And here's the other bad one, 1 fret higher. Okay, now, what if we made the bad one, let's take this one a half step below, good. How can we do that? Well, we can bend it so that this one becomes good. That works, right? The problem is, sounds like you had a few too many drinks there, right? So we're not going to use it that way all the time, but sometimes we're going to. We're going to approach a good note with a bad note and making it good, and that's what the whole concept is. Now, if I played just using the minor pentatonic scale, sounds fine. Great. I don't want you to lose that. Still use that. But every once in a while, if you have a lick like this, for example, okay, well, let's replace maybe this note with a note just before and bend it, half bend it. Right? That works. It sounds different than... a little more expressive. That's the concept for you to explore. The 5 following licks, use that exact thing, and they're just meant to be ideas, starting points, and that's really important. You'll notice that when I demonstrate the licks, I'm not playing them exactly how they're written, which you might think, oh man, that's a big no-no. It's not, especially on this channel where the essential the core of the teaching is for you to develop your musical personality. So that means that I don't want you to just clone what you're hearing. A word can be said in many, many different ways, okay? And those little imperfections that you might have in your speech and I have in mine, and sometimes I'll repeat words, stutter, use the wrong words, those make me who I am. So that's the approach here. Okay, without further ado, let's get started with lick number 1. Okay, so that's our lick. Now the essential thing in this lick is that passage. That's where you really hear the concept. There's a little technical thing here to be careful. On second string, 5th fret, I'm doing a half step bend to reach the sound of the 6th fret there, right? I'm doing that with my ring finger, and just below I have my middle and my index to give me more strength. The idea is you're bending this note that is outside to make it right, and then you lift the ring finger while maintaining that bend so that the middle finger now sounds like the 5th fret, and now you release to 4th fret and 3. So you have this whole chromatic thing. Takes a little practice, but once you have it, you can do that in multiple areas of the fretboard. Okay, so that is the idea for that first lick. Make sure that you get this chromatic passage right, as precise as you can, even if it's imperfect. That's going to trigger some perfect things. Within your imperfections comes you, and that's lick number 1. Let's try the second one. All right. So we can hear that here. We do have some weird notes here. We're starting with a good note, starting in that second position, by the way, of the minor pentatonic scale. Starting with a good note here on the, let's see, on the 8th fret, 1st string 8th fret, and then right away on the 2nd string 7th fret, that's a wrong note that we're making right. Okay? Now this movement right here is an important one too. We're starting with the 3rd string 6th fret, sliding to 5, and as soon as we slide, we're doing a half step bend. So this is a simultaneous movement, the slide and the bend. That movement is very useful in many situations. You can find it in a lot of different spots, so I recommend that you get used to that movement and utilize it in other situations. But that's lick number 2. Let's do lick number 3. All right, so this one right here, we're starting with an off note on the 3rd string, 2nd fret, half step bend, so it sounds like the 3rd fret, which is part of our minor pentatonic scale. And here we're going for the 5th fret, but we're playing that 5th fret from the 4th with a bend, and then we're repeating the 5. That kind of thing is also a very effective way to add some expression in your playing. So you're reaching for the note and then playing the note. You're playing the notes imperfectly, approaching it, and then you're playing it perfectly.
Yes?
I don't know if you heard that, but I triggered Siri in my speech accidentally. Anyways, that was lick number 3. Let's try lick number 4. I love this lick. What I love about this is that the last thing, this thing here, because we're starting with an off note, which is on the 3rd string, 6th fret. Now this off note, even though it's off, might not sound completely off to you because we're so used to that sound. That is the blue note. We heard that a lot, but we're starting with that note, which is not part of our traditional minor pentatonic, and then going to another off note on the 4th fret and bending it to make it right. I love that, and we can find this in other areas of the fretboard. We can find it, well, anywhere really. We can find it here. As long as you start with an off note, then you make right. And that's really something I recommend you do with that concept. Off note made right. Try to find that formula in other places of the fretboard. All right, let's do the last lick, lick number 5. Okay, lick number 5 doesn't really introduce anything new besides combining different positions together. We're starting in the 2nd position. Now this bend might be a little tricky because we're bending with the middle finger. You got index, middle, ring. Bending with the ring, so make sure your thumb is wrapped around to have more grip here, and help the ring finger, the middle finger with the index right here. And then we're sliding down to that 1st position. Now we're in that 1st position. That slide down is a simultaneous slide and bend. So we're sliding down to and bending. Now the bend is kind of we are rotating our wrist a little bit. We're not completely going down, we're rotating it. And that movement is also found a lot and triggers a lot of new ideas. And so that was for lick number 5. Remember, you can download the tabs if you want, and the backing track, of course, which is so useful to find new ideas like that. It's free. The link is below. Sign up for the course. You only need to sign up once, and once you're signed up, the future videos will be, you'll have access to those on that free course. If this is your first visit, thank you for stopping by. Consider subscribing because Monday, Wednesday, and Friday there's a new video coming out helping guitar players around the world find their voice on the instrument to tell their own personal musical story. This is your pencil, you're the author. The pencil doesn't say the story, the author does. Let's just learn how to use this to tell your own story. Thanks for watching this, practice well. I'll see you very soon.